Yes, this is serious. So serious, I'm leaving my head down. We're going to talk a little bit about doom scrolling and content binging. Do you find yourself scrolling through your YouTube feed, clicking on every short that it suggests, and about 90% of the recommendations of actual videos that come after it? Wasting time, spending time just through all these different videos, fear of missing out, for fear of, I'm going to adjust this like this, for fear of not finding the answer, for fear of not getting the outcome that you want, the result that you are desiring, the result that you are calling in. And do you find yourself getting frustrated with technology because it's not being able to perform at the level that you need or that you prefer to be able to do what you need to do to get where you need to get? Do you find yourself wasting hours, feeling a lack of confidence, feeling like you are inferior to other people, like your self esteem is rock bottom, feeling like you have to prove yourself, feeling like this constant consumption is going to give you the answer and get you to clarity? Let's talk about this. Let's do this. Hey, you, I'm Sera. I'm going to show you how to say no and say bye bye to constant content binging. Content binging, as I just expressed or explained or given an example for, is when you find yourself, whether on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, constantly looking for content to transform your life and give you the answer that you need. And while looking for content in itself is not a bad thing, without intentionality and purpose, it can lead to many hours spent clicking on anything and everything. And so you spend 6 hours of your day or more in a state of craving for the next hit of content, like a drug. It's fueling your dopamine, it's increasing your cortisol levels, it's heightening your anxiety. All the while, it's decreasing your confidence. This message was so important for me to get across to people that I didn't even care that my camera is like cracked and really poor quality. I didn't care that I had to fight with YouTube for 1 hour because it wouldn't let me upload the thumbnail that I wanted to upload. I didn't care that I'd spent about an hour creating a thumbnail for this. I didn't care that this didn't come out as I planned it to. I know what it's like to be on that side of feeling like your worth is attached to something outside of yourself. Feeling like your feelings are going to be dictated by somebody handing you the answer over in a piece of content. Your day, your mood. I'm going to make a whole series out of this. So you are welcome to stick around and join and go through this process of becoming clear, intentional, purposeful, free, essentially. Freeing yourself from the hamster wheel of content consumption. There are three ways I want to talk about how you can say no and bye to doom scrolling and to binging on content endlessly. First of all, a little bit about why some of the reasons why you might be doing it, right? So maybe you're looking to lose weight, so you're consuming everything to do with weight loss. Maybe you're looking to make money, so you're consuming everything to do with making money. Maybe you are looking for a relationship and you are consuming everything there is to do about relationships. Maybe you're looking on how to create content, so you're consuming everything there is on content creation. The first way I'm going to talk about how to do this has to do with the environment, especially a digital environment. You can change the settings on your phone. In fact, like research your phone, like set some time. So we're gonna come back to this time thing in the second way. Set some time aside in your calendar for the day or the week. Say like in the morning or the night before, you say, tomorrow I'm gonna spend 1 hour. And spend 1 hour looking for the whatever model your phone is guide on how to change my wallpaper, how to change my display, my theme, my font, and make it so that it's less distracting. I'm aware both iPhones and Android have this, and you can do the same for your computer. There are extensions, if you would like, I will put them in the comments for either Mac or Windows that can get rid of Chrome's adverts. You know, when you go on Google Chrome, your browser, and it tells you about all the things that you don't want to know. Not right now. You do want to know, but you don't want to know right now because it's not pulling you in and away from what it is that you need to focus on. So you dedicate some time to setting up your phone and digital environment correctly. Look it up for your own unique phone. Now, right now, I have black screen. The font is more suitable to my mind. It's not going to make me fizzle out and go a little bit crazy because it's making my left brain go overactive. Now, my left brain is a bit calmer when I look at the font that I have, whereas before my left brain would go overactive and I'd start hearing my thoughts just going endlessly on and on and on. So that's the first part. Like I said, I'm going to turn this into a mini series and do follow-ups, and I can tell you a little bit more about the second way and the third way because I kind of hinted at the second way anyway. The second way is to really get clear on your what, your why, your how, your when, your who, and a little bit about your where too. So what I mean by that is really understanding like, okay, what's my focus? What's my vision? What's my mission? What's my raison d'être? What's my purpose here? I'm somebody who's quite artistic, expressive, and creative. I'm somebody who likes to design. I like to, as the word suggests, I like to create. I like to visualize. In fact, my visual mind is a bit more than better, processing and memory than my verbal audio mind. So I've spent many years really creating content without having a clear delivery on it. I've always been really clear on my message. And I've had parts of the strategy, just not the full thing. And the reason why I didn't have the full thing is because I really wasn't able to clarify my delivery. And I wasn't able to clarify my delivery because I had an autoimmune condition which caused my brain to act a little bit strange. And now my autoimmune condition is not as it was. Now my nervous system is far better regulated. Now my traumas are far better processed. I can come on this live and do this thing now, like this, with such power and purpose because I am very clear on my voice, I'm very clear on my vision, I'm very clear on my values, I'm very clear on the delivery right now. I'm very clear on both the message and the delivery. In fact, I'm so clear on it, I help others get clear on it. So, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an analogy. I'm going to give you an exercise. I want you to think of yourself as a brand, a personal brand, a product, whichever, an offer. Attention is currency. People are coming onto these platforms like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram for something. In the market, we call that something value. At least, like, value proportionate to the offer, to the market. And so when you're thinking of yourself as a personal brand or a business, think of yourself as a product. What is it that you stand behind? What's your passion? What drives you? What interests you? What skills do you have? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are you focusing on right now? What do you want to manifest? What is your desire? What is your dream? Who do you want to be tomorrow? Who do you want to be in a week from now? Who do you want to be a month from now? Who do you want to be a year from now? And put this all together. Take it all in. Okay? Write it down. Spend 30 minutes. Put it on a piece of paper. And then think, okay, how am I going to get there? I'm already on my way. I'm already tracking towards these goals. What? How? When? When do I want to get there? Give yourself a date, and it doesn't have to be the be or end all, right? You can always change the date. Think who do I need to be on board for this? Why? Why does that drive you? Who are you? You're different from Joe next door. You're different from Jill at the block. Or Jenny. Jenny from the block. And once you've done this, I want you to allocate yourself time. So I'll give you my own example. I'm going to allow myself like 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening to do my perusal, get a general overview of the landscape of social media. And in the morning, not when I first wake up, like in mid-morning, 11 a.m. And then again around 5 p.m. And any other time that I'm coming onto here, I've put together a brand strategy, I've put together a content strategy, I've put together a marketing strategy. And I haven't even completed the full thing because I'm going all out for the year. I've done it for other people, and I think that's really helped me now because I'm able to step into it without the same sense of inferiority and lack of clarity, sense of vagueness. I don't have that anymore. And when I come on here, I'm like, okay, I want to share this thing that, like I'm sharing now about doom scrolling because I know I'm not the only one going through this. So you block out time. You could do it twice a day, 15 minutes. I don't think you need more than 30 minutes, maybe an hour maximum a day to like, say you want to research, say you want to become the best, the best lasagna maker, right? You want to research how to make lasagnas and say you're like, okay, I want to make this lasagna Saturday and today is Thursday. So I'm going to spend 30 minutes on YouTube looking up how to make lasagnas. If I need to, tomorrow too, I'll spend 30 minutes. The day after, and come Saturday, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to put it into practice. I'm not going to keep scrolling like 6 hours all day. Like, I don't need to. You don't need to. So that's number two. We're going to go into the others like in the future because we're going to get into like how you feeling less than other people is actually you avoiding taking responsibility. We're going to get into courage and confidence. We're going to get into other ways to like organize and focus and concentrate, like syncing your brain hemispheres together, like getting the right brain to communicate with the left brain better and the left brain to communicate with the right brain better, and so on and back and forth. That's what is going to help you. If you're going to consume content, then I hope you're consuming content that's going to help you and make your life better. And yes, sometimes you can have something that entertains you. Like I've learned, I like to be entertained. Not everybody likes to be entertained. I like to be entertained because I am entertaining. I remember when I was younger, people used to laugh at me all the time before I went through all the trauma and I shut up and I stopped, taking the risk. And I got really nervous. And I would used to like not be able to keep a straight face and laugh nervously. And now I can joke and be entertaining and not have to do this strange little laugh when I find it funny because I feel nervous. I don't know if somebody else is going to accept it. And you know what I'm talking about. You probably do it sometimes too. When I was younger, I wanted to be an actress. I also really love voice acting. I also really love interior design. Like I said, I'm somebody who is just very visual. I love to write. I love to dance. I love to draw. I love to create, essentially. I also really love to research. I also know the research can lead me to hours and hours and hours and hours of constant content consumption, doom scrolling, not being connected with my here and now. And I mentioned this thing about having autoimmune conditions, so that's another part of it. Healing. Sometimes avoidance, there is such a thing like with autism, there's something called pathological demand avoidance. I've created a mini course to help people with such extreme forms of avoidance and procrastination and mood, everything, and severe, bad, life paralyzing anxiety. It's going to be a term now, life paralyzing. You have to address those things. Like, you need to choose to address those things and then actually follow through with that decision. There's one thing to decide, it's another thing to make that decision into something that gets results. So if this is the only piece of content you consume for the rest of the day, I'm assuming now you've found this and consumed something else before, then really reflect on this. Take a journal, take those 30 minutes I told you to write about what it is, like what is behind, answer this question. What is driving this action? What is driving this action? I'm gonna give you a bit of pointers if you want to like see, write a bit about your feelings around this action. That's gonna give you some idea what's driving it. Something a little bit about your beliefs around this action, your thoughts, your programs. If you don't know what those things are, read The Power of Neuroplasticity by Dr. Shad Hallmeister. Or, you know, don't. Don't write. Don't do this activity. And see what tomorrow brings. And comment down below if you found something valuable here, if you're going to take action. Comment down below saying, bye. And for anybody who didn't watch this video, they're gonna look at the comments, read bye, just like lots of buys. I want to see lots and lots of buys. They're gonna look in this video, see all those buys, and feel like they're not welcome because they didn't get the message. I hope they are more curious than not and they watch this video. I hope you are more curious than not and you take action. Who can you be on the other side? Who can you be on the other side? So with that, lots of love, one family, sending lots of Soulky Reiki energies to you. And until next time, stay one, stay soulful. Sera.